If you a top notch, let me see you holla. Bend it over. Hey, touch your toes. Baby, these are top notch cookies, darling. Hey y'all, welcome back. No, your mind is not playing tricks on you, and neither are your eyes deceiving you. I am here. I miss you. I did. And I know y'all miss me because y'all been showing me so much love across the internet. Thank you. Today, because y'all done drove me crazy and dragged me through the mud, honey, and walked me like a dog, honey, in the park, we are going to be making the infamous brown butter chocolate chip pecan cookies today because I love y'all and they're going to be so delicious, so fabulous, and just so amazing. So the first thing we got to do, y'all, is brown the butter. You guys know this recipe. I put this recipe out in like 2017 or something like that. But you got to brown the butter first. That's what's going to make the chocolate chip cookies really, really delicious. And I just like the brown butter in general. Browning butter is amazing. It just deepens the flavor of anything that you are going to make. You can make brown butter sauces for chicken and for your protein and your salmon and fish, whatever you like to do. But I love to brown butter, but specifically for baking, it just makes everything taste so amazing. So you want to make sure that your heat is on medium temp, and this is a process that you don't want to take your eyes off of, okay? Because it will burn. So you're just going to put the butter down in there and just let it sit and hang out, okay? Like it's getting a cigarette and a drink at the beach. Just let it sit and hang out. And then I like to just swirl it around a little bit. This is 2 sticks of butter, but y'all know that the recipe will be in the description box below. So we're going to just let this brown, all right? It's going to reduce down a little bit, get nice and caramelly. It's going to be nice and melanated and sopped up. So you're just swirling this around like this, okay? On medium heat. Do not put it on high because it will burn, okay? You been took your eyes off of it, honey, and then you have burn butter, not brown butter. They ain't going to be sopped up. They're going to be talking about you in that group chat. So just let it brown. Take a little time, just a couple minutes. And this is going to make some delicious, rich, caramelly tasting cookies. And every now and then you just give it a little swirl like this. And then you're going to start to see the transition, okay? Again, you can use brown butter. What I like to also do is I'll brown some butter up, y'all, and then I'll put it in a little container and just keep it in the refrigerator and spread it on toast with a little bit of sea salt. It is so good, okay? But make sure that it's not on high heat because the butter will pop you, honey, like your mom used to do in church when we was talking. And after a while, you're just going to see it turn into this nice, rich, melanated color. Anything that got melanin in it is good and soft too. Okay, hello? Okay, y'all, so you see how the butter is starting to foam? That didn't take long, maybe about 5 minutes or so, and you can see the brown bits right there, okay, at the bottom. That's what you want. So we're going to turn this off, and now we're just going to let this cool, and then we're going to make the cookies. Okay, y'all, so the butter is done. So this is what you want to be looking for, okay? See right there? That's what I'm talking about. It's good and sopped up. This is so good, and you're going to know that it's done because it's going to smell fantastic. I mean, it's going to smell like a good smelling woman that's just walking in church. Okay, like white diamond, honey. Okay, that's what it's going to smell like. This is what you want. It is such a beautiful fragrance. And so when you smell it and it smells like caramel and it smells buttery, you know that it is ready to go. So now we're going to be making the cookies. Y'all already know this. All y'all needed was like the recipe, but y'all already know how to make this. You guys made this cookie recipe blow up on the internet so many years ago. Okay, but we gonna do it again because y'all harassing me. So you're just gonna pour the butter into a mixing bowl. Okay, again, like I said, this is what I like to do too. If you let this just cool completely off, put it in the refrigerator, child, and you can eat this on some toast. You can make like brown butter sauces for your chicken, your fish, all type of stuff. It's good to saute in your veggies. It just brings just a delicious flavor to everything, okay? So don't forget that. When you're browning the butter, you can just brown multiple sticks at a time. And then for this, you just need, I think, 1 cup of butter or something like that. But yeah, so now we got this butter in here. Then we're gonna add the sugar, okay? The recipe will be in the description box. Now add your sugar in there, okay? Now we've got some biracial sugar, Okay, we go brown and white. Okay, we got a mixed baby going on. We're gonna put this in here. Put your Caucasian sugar in your brown. Now we got a little mixed baby up in here. Okay, she's gonna be cute. Stir this around like this. Okay, this is how I like to do it. Cookie dough is so good, and these cookies are gonna be great because you can freeze the dough. You can do all type of stuff, okay, with this. You can make one big old cookie, honey, one big old happy family. Then we're gonna add our eggs in here. Child, be careful. Child, okay, because eggs is a delicacy at this point, honey. Okay, child. You add your eggs. Okay, you're gonna add your 2 eggs. You're gonna mix this around. This is gonna be good, but y'all already know this recipe. Now, yes, I did use salted butter. For those that are asking, I use salted everything. Okay, butter is a southern delicacy, and we use it in everything. And I use salted butter. Not only do I use salted butter, but I'm also gonna add some salt in here because I can tell when y'all not adding that salt to y'all baked goods. It don't be sopped up, okay? It be tasting unseasoned. Y'all making them pound cakes and then I taste and I be like, they didn't put that salt up in here. Use salted butter and a little bit of salt. Okay? Put that in there. We're gonna get this nice and combined like this. I'm gonna make sure you guys know what the secret ingredient is too, but we ain't got there yet. So I got bread flour here. You can totally use all-purpose flour. I like bread flour if you want just a slightly thicker cookie, okay? Make it nice and voluptuous like you grew up in the South, honey, like me. You can use bread flour. It got that protein in there, a little bit more gluten in there, okay? Make a nice little thicker cookie. But if you don't have that, you can definitely use all-purpose. But I like bread flour. I like to fry my chicken in it, okay? I use it for my breads. I also use it for cookies, okay? But if you just want a slightly thinner cookie, you can use all-purpose. Use what you got, honey, okay? Rub around and say, sometimes you got to use what you got to get what you want. Hello, okay? Don't use no self-rising, honey. We ain't making no biscuits. I think we stop doing it. So this is how you want to measure your flour, too. I'm going to dump that out so I can show y'all, okay? You just want to put it like that. Then you want to take your knife and you want to level it out. Don't pack it. This ain't brown sugar, okay? Just level it out like that. Then we're going to add our flour in there. And I ran out of vanilla. Okay, because my daughter think that she over here, she thinks she Julia Childs. We're trying to bake everything. So when I went to go get the vanilla, I don't got none. But that's okay. They're still going to be good. Why? Because that brown butter is up in there. You ain't going to miss it. So if you ain't got no vanilla, it's all right. All right. Now put that in there. Then we're going to add a secret ingredient. You always use a little bit of baking soda, not baking powder. Now, if you want a puffy or thicker cookie, honey, okay? If you want a real voluptuous and curvy, honey, then maybe you can use your little baking powder, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna give a BBL cookie. It really is, okay? But I like to use a little baking soda. But the secret ingredient to making a soft, chewy cookie is cornstarch, okay? You got to put that up in there because if you put cornstarch in there, a long time ago, I used to make these cookies to sell back in the day, honey, when I was a baby. Single mama doing what she had to do. So I would sell these cookies and I would bake them and I would ship them. And it would take sometimes 3-4 days for the cookies to get to people. And they'd be like, oh my God, they're still soft and chewy. Cornstarch is your lifesaver. It's not just good for thickening things, but it's also good for your baked goods, especially your cookies. If you want a nice chewy cookie, use a little cornstarch, okay, in there. It's going to keep them fresh and soft for days, honey, okay? And then we're going to add our baking soda. So that's baking soda and cornstarch in there. Then we're going to add some salt. Yes, we are. Okay, that's about a teaspoon. Put that in there. You do need some salt. So I like to use kosher salt or sea salt. Okay, don't be using that little salt I told y'all with that little girl on there. If that's all you got, then use that. This is what I like to do. Then we're just going to stir this around like this. Now you can use dark brown sugar or light brown. Whatever you got, honey. The dark brown just have a little bit more molasses in there, give you a richer flavor, okay? A little yummier flavor. But if you got light brown, just gonna use light brown sugar. But make sure you are using white and brown because we need a biracial cookie. Amen. Thank God. And this is going to be our dough. Now, you guys know that we are going to let this chill, okay? And get your wooden spoon when you making cookies. I don't know. It's just sometimes that's what white girls did back in the day. And I said, well, I got to do the same thing. Make cookies taste better. That's what they said. Hell, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Okay. So we got everything combined. Make sure you're scraping the sides. You can use a KitchenAid or a stand mix if you got that, but y'all ain't got that out there. Have y'all ever seen me use a stand mix on this channel? No. I use things that people got at home. Okay. Everybody got a bowl and they got a spoon. Honey, if you got a plastic spoon, use that. Everybody got a junk drawer, that little plastic well from Popeyes and stuff. Use what you got. But look, y'all. Don't y'all see those brown bits that are in there? Look at that. Look at that. Baby, you stir this around. Just like this. That's what I'm talking about. We're also going to let the dough chill, but it ain't ready yet. Okay? We're going to let this chill. But before we do that, we have to add our pecans, and we're going to add the chocolate chip cookies. Try some chocolate chip cookies. What we going to add, girl? The chocolate chips. Okay? That's what we going to add. So now we're going to add some chocolate chips. I'm going to use maybe about a cup and a half. And I'm going to show you a little trick at the end to make your chocolate chips kind of stand out. Makes folks think you done did something. All right? You don't have to add pecans if you don't want to, but this is a brown butter chocolate pecan cookie. Okay, I don't know how much you want to. Put that in there. That may be about a cup or so. But leave some because you want to make sure we're going to top our cookies at the end. Okay. Then we're going to just stir these around like this right here. Full of chocolate chip. Okay, this is a payday cookie, honey. Okay, put them chocolate chips in there. And if you want to use mini chocolate chip, that's totally fine. But look at this. This is going to be good. This is why you got to let the brown butter cool. Because if you don't, you're going to have a hot dough. You're going to have scrambled eggs up in there, honey, like you over there at IHOP Cracker Barrel. Don't nobody want that. This is not breakfast cookies. Okay, and then your chocolate chips are going to melt. They're going to talk about you in that what class? That group chat. It's so good. So we're just gonna let this cool in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes or so. Or if you want to do overnight, it's totally fine. But we're gonna let it cool. We gotta let the dough chill. Okay, like Guy said, let's chill. And they gotta settle down. Then we're gonna be back and bake it. Okay, so we chilled the dough. So this is what you guys want to do. You just want to cover it up. And I put it in the freezer, honey. Okay, because I ain't have time to waste. But I pop it in my freezer for about 15 minutes. And, you know, you can just put it in the refrigerator if you got time. You just want to have them freshly baked with people coming over. Hey, girl, I made y'all some freshly baked cookies, you know. So pop them in the refrigerator, let the dough chill till you want to make them. And let me tell y'all, I don't know what my cookie sheet is. I have no idea. Again, I got Betty Crocker living up in here. I don't know where she put my stuff. So I'm just going to have to use this little pan. Okay, if you got a cast iron, whatever you want to do, you can make this one big cookie, honey, if you want to. It's totally up to you. So I like to line my pans with parchment paper, okay, to do that. I just think that's what I want to do. I like to do that. Parchment paper, but if you don't have parchment paper, just use a non-stick pan, okay? So I just got some paper. This is air fryer paper. I'm telling you, my daughter is driving me crazy. She's using all my stuff. When I'm not here, I don't know what she be doing. Okay, she be making all type of stuff. Honey, we just got to use what we got. And I got an ice cream scooper. You can use whatever you want to. Baby, you want to scoop these up with your hand. These are your cookies. But I like to use an ice cream scooper because that way they're all like equal size and they bake evenly. Okay, it's really easy. So look, you just scoop the dough up like that. Now remember, the dough was kind of loose when we were making the dough. The dough was a little loose, okay? Loose woman. It hadn't been delivered yet. But you pop it in that freezer and it get delivered, okay? It firms up. A firm foundation. Amen. That's what it does, okay? Like that. It firms up like a man that's happy to see you. Thank you, Lord. You put them cookies down like that and leave some space in between, okay? You ain't packed up like some sardines, honey, like you at the Million Man March, child. So I like to just do this right here. Okay. Like that. I'm going to show you a little trick. But look, if you are scooping it up, like, look at all those pecans and those chocolate chips in there, y'all. Okay? I'm just gonna bake like a couple at a time. And then what I like to do is, I like to take my finger and then, just press them down like this. Okay? Like this right here. And then this is how you make them cute and make them like picture worthy and like Pinterest worthy. Okay? Instagrammable. You take a few little chocolate chips and you put it on top like that. Okay, this is like our little makeup. Okay? Listen. You do like that right there. And that way you have chocolate chips sitting at the top. And then we also can put like more pecans on the top too, so people can see the pecans hanging out. That's how you get them cute little pictures, child. Okay? When you put them chocolate chips on there like that. Like this right here. And then that's like, now this is also good. Let me tell you something. It's a great chocolate chip cookie. But you don't have to add the pecans if you don't want to. And also, if you want to do like a stuffed cookie, you can. If you want to add, like, I've been seeing people add all type of stuff to their chocolate chip cookie. It's totally fine. So if you just want the basic chocolate chip cookie recipe, just use that and don't add the pecans. It's still going to be good. Add whatever filling you want to. Okay, that's going to be good. Then we're just going to add some pecans on top just to make it look cute. Okay, girl. People know. Girl, you put pecans in here. Girl, yes we did, girl. No, you did. Yes, we did. Okay, and it's going to be cute. Then we're just going to now pop these in our oven. I got my oven set to 350 degrees, y'all. And I'm going to bake them for about 9 minutes, okay? And then they're going to just cool. I like to underbake the cookies a little bit because as they cool and they chill out and hang out, then they get nice and firm, okay? But again, we put that cornstarch up in there, so it's gonna already be chewy anyway in the center. So a nice little crispy edge and a chewy little center situation. Okay, that's a good time. So we're gonna bake these for about 9 minutes, 9 or 10 minutes. Make sure you watch them because everybody's oven is different. Okay, so the cookies are done, y'all. This is how they look when they come out. They look so good, so pretty. They look like that girl, okay? They're so pretty. And look, you got to let them cool off for just a little bit. They're crispy on the outside. Baby, we snatch them edges like a good weave. And then they're going to be soft and chewy in the center. And that cornstarch is going to help them stay soft for days. So these are perfect for gifts. Your girlfriend just had a baby. You got people coming over. You don't know what to send your friend, for her birthday. You can bake these cookies and mail them to them. You can take them to your job, honey, just as, just a little something for everybody to snack on. They're perfect and they're going to last you some days. And I just want to show you guys something real quick. So this is what I did with the leftover dough. So I take the dough and I put it in saran wrap and I kind of just roll it, okay? Like this, and then I just twist the sides. And then I'm going to place this in a Ziploc bag and I'm going to freeze it. I like this because what can happen is like this right here probably make maybe about 8 cookies. And you can just slice the dough, put it on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet, and then you can just bake your cookies, okay? So this is how I like to freeze my dough. But whatever works for you is totally fine, honey. Even if you got some dough left over because they so good, you might not have any dough. But look at this. Look at the beautiful shape. They're just gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to take them off. And I'm going to just put them on a board. You got to cool it right to totally fine. I don't know what mine is. I'm going to ask her today, where's all my baking stuff? Okay? So you just let them kind of just cool. Y'all, these are so good. They just need to cool for like 2 minutes. And then you can just break them and eat them. But look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Like, look. Such a pretty cookie. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Hey, girl. Now y'all can stop harassing me. Okay. They're so good. They're just, look at that. Just a beautiful cookie. They're soft. They're dense. They're moist. The brown butter just take it to the next level, honey. Just top notch. If you a top notch, let me see you holla. Bend it over. Hey, touch your toes. Baby, these are top-notch cookies, darling. Y'all know what it is. This is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, just so soft and chewy and gooey. Ah, come on, girl. Come on. Oh, that's so good. This is so good. I get it now. These are just great. If you want the full recipe, guys, because you know, my name is Barbara. Love cooking. We're on a cooking show. If you want the full recipe, y'all, just look in the description box. Just tap the little thing in the description box. We'll have the measurements. You've seen how I made them. They're so easy and they're so doggone good. I see why y'all want the recipe and y'all was mad. Big mad. But they're so delicious. Use this as a basic cookie recipe if you want to, whatever it is you want to do. And make sure that you subscribe. You comment, because I miss y'all. Okay? And then I'll be back with more recipes, darling. Okay? See y'all later. Bye. Name is Barbara. Love cooking. Well, I'm good.